Hello friends, new video, new gadget for you. Ever seen this gadget and wondered, is it any good? The price is tempting and the name Multimeter Oscilloscope sounds almost too good to be true. Well, in this video I'm going to give you the full, honest review you've been looking for. By the end, you will know exactly if this is the right tool for you. I'll even show you 2 essential tips: how to disable the key press beep and turn off the auto shutdown. But first, a quick reality check. This is not a professional grade device. It's a fantastic budget option for home use, hobbyists, and school students. General features. Let's start with the basics. It has 3 backlight levels, though you will probably just set it and forget it. It's very power efficient, with a 65 mA working current and 35 microampere sleep current, running on 3 AA batteries for long-term use. It includes an auto shutdown function which you can enable or disable. Now about that 1 MHz oscilloscope bandwidth. In practice, you can only clearly see a full period of a 100 kHz signal on the screen. Multimeter deep dive. The multimeter functions are solid for its class. Voltage up to 600 volt AC/DC, which is great for home and school projects. Current measures up to 10 ampere AC/DC and it's fused for safety. Frequency can measure up to 5 MHz if you have a 2 volt peak-to-peak signal. The weak point capacitance measurement maxes out at 100 microfarad, which is a bit limited. On the back, you'll find the battery compartment. Securely closed with a screw. And a built-in stand. A quick tour of the menu. When you first power on, you cycle through the mode AC voltage, DC voltage, resistance, capacitance, current, and off. A key things to know: the AC/DC and current selection applies to both the multimeter and the oscilloscope. You switch between them by pressing and holding the auto button. Let's look at the menu functions using DC voltage as an example. F4 range switches to manual range. Press auto to go back to auto ranging. F3. Select. Toggles between voltage, frequency, and duty cycle. F2. Max Min. Captures and holds the maximum or minimum reading. F1. Relative. Sets a relative reference point, perfect for measuring change for a baseline. These functions work similarly for other measurements like capacitance and current. If we want a reference voltage, then we press F1. If you disconnect the source, the reference will stay on the screen. To exit, press F1 again. The continuity test comes with a beep, which we will learn how to disable later. Oscilloscope mode. Now let's switch to the oscilloscope. Remember, hold Auto to toggle. The main screen shows Auto mode, trigger, voltage, and AC/DC settings. F4 for adjust screen brightness. F3 opens the trigger menu for adjusting the trigger level and edge. F2 voltage lets you change probe settings 1 time, 2 time, 10 time. F1 time. Adjust the time base from 2.5 microseconds to 10 seconds per division. Press Auto at any time to recenter the signal. Putting the scope to the test. So, how does it perform? With a 1 MHz input signal in auto mode, the screen cannot really display it properly. But at 100 kHz, you can clearly see one full period. This shows you its practical, real bandwidth. Trigger lever demonstration at 100 kHz. Out of trigger. In trigger. Press F2 for trigger edge, rising and falling. Press F3 for trigger mode, single, normal, auto. Saving your data. A handy feature is the internal memory. It can store 10 oscilloscope screenshots and 100 lines of multimeter data. To save a waveform in scope mode, press Save once to pause. Then press and hold Save button to save it to a free page. Press and hold Save button to exit. To save a measurement, press Save button to freeze the value. Then press F4 to store it in the database. There is 100 lines. Choose one and press F4 to save the value. This can be a resistance, voltage, capacitance, current, etc. 2 essential tricks. Now for the tips I promised. When you normally turn the device on, you'll see a note: auto power on, quiet mode off. This means it will beep at every button press and shut down after 15 minutes. Here is how to change that. To disable auto shutdown, with the device off, press and hold F1 button, then turn the knob to power it on. The device will now stay on until you manually turn it off. To enable quiet mode, no beep. With the device off, press and hold the F4 button, then turn the knob to power it on. No more beeps for key presses or continuity. And here is a bonus feature I really like. You can actually activate the oscilloscope while in current measurement mode. This is useful for visualizing current waveform, not just voltage, which is a fantastic capability for a device in this price range. And that's it, a complete tour of this device. It's a capable and power efficient tool for its price, as long as you understand its limits. I hope you found this review helpful. If you did, feel free to give a thumbs up. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.